In 1976, the U.S. Mint made a decision that would turn an ordinary coin into a tiny piece of national theater. That decision was the bicentennial celebration. The Mint halted the usual single-year dating and issued special dual-dated coins marked 1776 to 1976. The Kennedy half dollar was one of the three denominations, quarter, half, dollar, chosen to wear the bicentennial badge, and that simple change created a year of collectibles, confusion, and the occasional modern rarity. Set the scene: you're holding a Kennedy half dollar with the two dates on it. It feels fatter in your hand because, for most collectors, 1976 means celebration, parades, bicentennial souvenirs, and, yes, a pile of coins that rolled into circulation by the millions. But inside that pile are a few coins that can surprise you. Let's walk the story, unpack the technical bits you need to know, and show you how a quiet 1976 half dollar can become something worth more than just pocket change. A short origin story, the part every collector enjoys. To mark America's 200th birthday, the Mint issued special designs and dual dates. For the half dollar, the reverse features a colonial icon, a nod to Independence Hall and the birthplace of the nation's founding, while the obverse kept John F. Kennedy's familiar profile. Millions of bicentennial halves were struck for circulation, and additional examples were produced for collectors in special sets. That mix, enormous circulating numbers plus targeted collector pieces, is exactly why the year is neither uniformly rare nor always common. The context matters. Where the value really hides. Silver collector issues. While most bicentennial halves you'll find in a pocket are the standard copper-nickel clad circulation strikes, the Mint also sold special collector pieces in silver. Those silver examples were produced for sets and often kept in packaging. Compared with the mass-produced clad coins, they're scarcer on the market and therefore typically fetch premiums, especially if still in their original holders or graded. If you pull a dual-date half from a box and it's noticeably heavier or looks silver brighter, you may have a collector silver example, not the circulation piece. High-grade survivors. Like many modern coins, the majority of 1976 halves were spent in show wear. A piece that has survived 3 decades in mint state, with full luster, sharp rims, and no bag marks, is far less common. Gem-quality uncirculated examples, and especially those that grade at the top by third-party services, attract collectors and buyers willing to pay a healthy premium. Errors and dramatic varieties. Error coins are the wild cards. Striking mistakes, off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, or strong doubling, can make an otherwise ordinary year coin suddenly collectible. Some error varieties from the bicentennial issues are well documented and highly sought after, others turn out to be minor and barely move the needle. The key is severity and documentation. The bigger the anomaly and the more clearly it alters the coin's appearance, the more likely collectors will pay for it. How to examine a 1976 half dollar like a pro, quick checklist. Look for the dual date, 1776 to 1976. That tells you it's a bicentennial issue and anchors everything that follows. Feel the weight and look at color. Silver collector examples have a different weight and sheen than the clad circulation strikes. If it looks unusually bright and heavy, don't assume, investigate. Check the finish. Proofs and special uncirculated collector coins have mirror-like fields and frosted devices. They look different from the satiny finish of circulation strikes. Scan for errors. Examine lettering, the date, and rims for doubling, missing metal, or off-center placement. Use a loop or a macro photo from your phone. Condition matters. Tiny scratches, surface hairlines, or rubbed high spots destroy value quickly. If it looks pristine, it's worth protecting and possibly grading. Realistic price signals, what you can expect. Most circulated 1976 Kennedy halves, even those with the dual date, are commonly worth face value or only modestly more when in VG, XF grades. Uncirculated, gem pieces step into modest premiums. Collector silver bicentennial halves and high-grade certified examples can command noticeably more, sometimes several times the price of a common clad example, especially when they come in original packaging or have a top grade from a major grading service. Dramatic certified errors, depending on rarity and demand, can reach the highest values. Bottom line, the average coin is ordinary, but good condition, silver composition, and documented errors are the routes to real value. Practical do's and don'ts. Do not clean coins. Cleaning destroys the natural surfaces that graders and collectors prize. Do photograph both sides. A sharp macro photo helps compare to reference guides and is essential before any sale or grading submission. Do consider certification when the potential value exceeds grading costs. Grading turns a speculative find into a market-ready asset, but it costs money. Balance the probable value against the fee. Do keep original holders. If you find a coin still in mint packaging, that package is often as valuable as the coin itself. Why the 1976 half dollar still captures collectors' hearts. There's nostalgia here. The bicentennial was a cultural milestone and a touchstone for the baby boomer generation now in the 50-plus bracket. For many collectors, that's sentimental value plus the thrill of the hunt. From a numismatic perspective, the mix of massive circulation, targeted silver runs, and known error potentials create a playground. You can still find interesting pieces without needing a cellar full of rare dates. One more angle worth mentioning: provenance and presentation often amplify value. A Kennedy half that comes with original mint packaging, a sales receipt, or an old dealer envelope carries a story, and collectors pay for stories as much as for metal. Likewise, attractive natural toning can transform a bland-looking coin into a highly desirable display piece. Tasteful, even toning that enhances contrast is prized, while uneven or harsh discoloration can be a turn-off. Storage matters too. Keep suspect coins in inert holders, mylar flips or hard plastic slabs, and away from humidity. Don't tape them into albums, don't use PVC flips, and never expose them to household chemicals. If you decide to sell, choose your channel deliberately. Local coin shops offer speed and convenience but lower sale prices. Online auctions reach passionate bidders who may pay a premium, especially for certified, high-grade, or dramatically error coins. For a significant find, get two opinions: photograph the coin, ask in a reputable collector forum, and then, if warranted, get a professional grading opinion. Lastly, enjoy the discovery. Part of the thrill is the hunt, and whether your 1976 half nets a tidy profit or just a great story, it ties you directly to a memorable moment in American history. Next time you're sorting change or diving into a box of inherited coins, slow down on any Kennedy half with the 1776 to 1976 marking. Check finish, weight, and condition. Photograph it. If it looks like a silver collector piece, or if the coin is in astonishing mint state or shows a clear error, set it aside and consider third-party grading. Even if it's not the $1,000 coin, a pleasant premium could be waiting, and the story you'll get to tell about it will be part of the value.